All right, everyone. Salam alaikum. Peace be upon you. It's Friday night, and I want to share extraordinary story with you tonight on this twin flame journey. Something that happened with me and manifested twin tonight. Now, many times in the previous videos, I've told you that me and my manifested twin have such terrible purgings because we are on our way to physical reunion. We have intention to be in physical reunion, and we are both eager to do so. So there's no more runner and chaser dynamics that I had with organic twin. That's gone because organic twin's essence has been fully transported into a manifested twin. And once again tonight he said that his soul has left him, like I mentioned in the previous videos, as I believe that he's downloaded. My organic twin, that my organic twin is downloaded within the being of the manifested twin. As you go on this journey, you will realize that we are all one. And so I will not go back on that topic tonight because I already covered that. But I want to say, yeah, I already covered that. If you haven't heard me, then just go to, after this one, watch my previous video and the one previous to that one, and you should pick up on that topic. So tonight I want to talk about, and I'm going to read you something from this book as well. I want to share something from here. It's an amazing book, but very uplifting. But what happened tonight with my twin flame, I also mentioned in the videos before that the devil is playing a role from the day one on every twin flame journey, including yours. Now when I'm in a sort of 4D, I call it 4D right now because not only 4D in a spiritual sense, but 4D because we are connected online and over the phone, but not so over these, we depend on these signals and on this technology, and it is also connection. People who live in the same house nowadays are connected over technology and the phones, let alone people who are in long distance relationship, especially twin flame long distance relationship, which most of twin flame relationships are. There's a difference in the age, there's a age gap, there's a continent gap, there's a racial gap, and we talked about that too in one of my first videos, how extraordinary is, and I'm saying extraordinary not just because it says on this book extraordinary, but because really twin flame connections are extraordinary because we are here to show the world, to heal the world, to show not only with our energy of reunion, of our merging impact, but also on outwardly, like we show the world that there's no differences really, that we are all one. When we come from different, we break these barriers, these walls, these man-made walls, okay? And I'm coming to the point right here because, as I said in those videos, like when I started talking basically about my manifested twin, when he kind of became part of my life, then I started talking about devil, and you can go like maybe 4 or 5 videos before this one and you will catch on that. When there were sounds of a little baby crying, there was sounds of someone whispering in, I don't know if I mentioned that someone was whispering. I heard someone whispering while I was talking to him, so I thought it sounded just like someone was next to him, laying next to him perhaps, or something like. So we had a huge fight over that. It proved to be nothing. It proved to be just a sound in my phone because he heard that once too, and I heard that once again when I was talking to him, and it was like, and then I realized it was just some kind of a phonic, like echo or some kind of weird stuff in between the line, in between the messenger connection. Anyway, I'm gonna go like right now tell you what exactly happened tonight. We had one discussion and one argument earlier today. It was hard enough. And then we reconciled over that. And with the twin flame love, it's like power of love goes over these obstacles, but it's hard. And we go both purge our insecurities, whatever is left to purge, whatever on each side is left to purge. We push each other buttons and then we purge. And it's whether, I don't know if it's easier or harder. Like when I was purging on my own during the phase with my organic twin, it was hard. But now it's kind of more intense. It's like, I can't say if it's like when I was purging on my own with my fears and stuff that I had to purge my chakras alignment, my ascension, my spiritual growth. It was hard. My past traumas. It was hard, the stuff that I purged during the twin flame, organic twin flame part, when my in which part the organic twin is the runner, right? That was hard, but it was kind of silently hard, if you know what I mean. It was like silent pain. But now with my manifested twin, when we purge together, and I'm sure you who have been closer to your twins, whether organic twin or you had to have a manifested twin like me as well. I mean, not that I had to have, it's just that's how it happened. It wasn't my choice, you know. I already, again, I mentioned that in maybe like 7 or 8 videos ago. I already prepared my light body and my chakra system for the reunion, but my organic twin is still not ready in this 3D version of himself. So it was transported into a manifested twin. It wasn't my choice. It was a choice of Allah, universe, the source. And I take the choice. I take that option. And so now we are purging together, yes. And in this case, when you're purging with your twin, it's loud. It's very loud. It's very intense. It's very hard. It's really hard. It's really tough. There's a lot of tears going on and a lot of stuff. I mean, and then we come out of it stronger, yes. But tonight, what happened, and as I said, purging, yes, in one way, if you look at it from the positive side, which you have to, because there is a positive side to all this. Of course, it's a great growth. It's a growth. It's like you become stronger and you purge. Purging means washing off the negativities, negative aspects of personality, and becoming that perfect human, that complete human, not perfect. Nobody is perfect, but complete and ready for that final merge. But which will be like a pure love energy. But not only, I mean, that's a positive aspect, but negative aspect is actually devil is completely on the roll trying to separate to prevent the reunion, if you know what I mean, from the day one. And we call that runner phase. Yeah, it's a runner phase. Yes, it's hard for runners. And I covered that as well in a couple of videos, maybe 5 or 6 videos ago. But then it's really devil. It's shaitan. It's Satan. May I just say the protection prayer right now in Arabic? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This means I seek protection, shield of the source Allah from the accursed darkness and Prince of Darkness, shall I say. And he really is a Prince of Darkness. Tonight I felt how much hate he has against me, how much hate he has against my manifested twin. He has already enveloped my organic twin in his world of darkness, in the world of dealing with illegal things and things that I cannot just accept by any moral standards. Although I love my organic twin and I forgive him, but I don't want to be involved in anything like that, even if he wanted to be with me, as I also cover in previous videos. So he's enveloped in darkness. I try to do things to encourage him to go towards light, but then as he entered into that darkness, that's when manifestation of his soul came into my manifested twin. Okay, that's why there's still traces of darkness on my manifested twin, although he's a pure being. But when it came, it brought traces on the energetic level, from not being a dark soul, but from being in the environment of darkness that my organic twin has surrounded himself with in a 3D. So that one is like taken. That one is taken. Organic twin is taken. But me and the manifested twin, we are attacked, constantly attacked to prevent us from reunion and to completely stop our connection by all means. And he's not taking any. I mean, Shaitan is doing really dirty job. I have to. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you tonight. So here it is. So as I said, it's 11 on my 11 minutes on this. Yeah, it was just 11. And so we had a discussion and we cleared it up. We both purged. It was very heavy day, heavy night. The night before we also purged. It's really intense. And I almost gave up, and then he was the strong one, and then, okay, so what happened is he was out of data on his phone. He had to go purchase more mobile data, and I said, okay, I'm gonna sleep because there's a 12-hour difference, and so it's exactly same time, same number on his clock and same number on my clock, same digits, but it's like when he has AM, I have PM, and when he has PM, I have AM on my clock. So it's like 12 midnight, 12 noon, So I told him, I'm going to sleep now. It's almost midnight. And he said, okay, then I'm going to go buy data card. I'll call you later and on Messenger, and I will go buy some vegetables for cooking the lunch today. He was gonna go buy at the market, at the bazaar, as he lives in he lives in a beautiful Asian country, very green country. So okay, so I fell asleep and I woke up after midnight, kind of worried why he hasn't called me yet. Why, what's going on? Why did he buy the card? So I called him on his mobile phone by the way of card, like long distance card, that kind of, I don't call direct international calls. So since he had no data on his messenger, so I called his mobile phone, and I received, this never happened before, because if he called me from his mobile phone, it would cost him fortune and it would be very expensive for him. So I'm calling, and it's also expensive for my phone, but that's why I'm using a calling card. It's kind of a good deal. So I'm calling just to give him a ring, so he knows that I'm calling him, and just like tell him, hey, is everything okay? Call me on the messenger if you got the data purchased. And instead of him answering the phone, I get text message from him. Mind me, text message, which is like from across the world. And I was like, I thought someone else texted me at that moment, and it was actually from his phone number registered, and it said exactly like this. It says, I'm on my way. I am on my way, which means obviously someone, Astaghfirullah, we say that when we are talking in 3D, in the same city, in the same town, in the same area. We are driving or we are walking on a bicycle, going home, going to meet with someone, and then we say, I'm on my way. And that was the message from him. I'm on my way. And because I'm several continents apart from him on the other side of the world, that was not message for me. I'm on my way. And I called him again, and he answered, and he sounded out of breath. And I said, what is this? Why did you message me? And he said, no, I didn't message you. And I said, no, I don't think you meant to message me, but maybe you thought someone else was calling you. Are you coming home? Are you coming to your apartment? And then you told them, I'm on my way. And I could hear his roommates on at that moment when I was talking to him. I recognized their voices, so I knew he was arriving at his apartment. And I knew that, and he said, I'm carrying let me call you right back in the messenger. Yes, I did call. Yes, I did buy the, data, but let me call you from the messenger. I have to put these bags down. I'm carrying stuff. And I said, what? I actually, I can't even remember what I said. I became so shocked and angry. My feet were paralyzed when I received a message that I knew that was for someone else, someone in his apartment. And I started being incredibly suspicious of everything. And I said, who did you text that you're on your way? That sounded so, intimate. Like, okay, so he went to buy groceries, he's coming back. And to make it more clear for you as audience who are listening to this, we had argument about the lady that cooked for him, and I had suspicions about her, and then he fired her to prove to me that there was nothing between them. So I was like, is the cooking lady back? Are you texting her? Do you have a girlfriend that lives in your apartment? Do you have a wife? How is it possible? Because, you texting someone, I'm on my way, and he's a bachelor. So I'm like, what is this? What? And he started swearing by God that he didn't text me anything. And I said, don't swear by God that I know you didn't text me anything, because that was meant for someone else. I'm not that stupid, but you accidentally sent it to me. And he kept swearing, no, I didn't, no. It was, my phone was in my pocket. I heard it. I'm like, why? Well, you heard ring and you thought that was your girlfriend or wife or whoever you are, in some kind of relationship with. And then you texted them, I'm on my way, coming back home with the groceries, with the vegetables for the lunch, right? It was not meant for me because I'm in United States and you're in Bangladesh. And so he hung up on me, so angry. And then I took a breath. I don't know. I kind of collected quickly, and I was like, my hands are shaking so much. I'm like, this is that. That's why I call it purging, because now I'm purging my trust issues. I'm purging all those times when someone cheated on us, Twin Flames. I'm purging on all those times when someone lied to us, when we discovered a terrible lie. And I'm purging all those traumatic experiences at that moment. But okay, he's texting me right now, so I'm gonna just, okay, let me just finish this. And then turns out I collected myself. I Googled. I don't know what I said. I Googled this whole sentence, and it turns out that's a message in. I don't have same kind of. He has iPhone 7, and I mean I don't have iPhone at all. And in iPhone, obviously there is a message. There's a direct message that says I'm on my way. And I looked at the spelling, and I looked at the way the sentence is formed with the dot at the end. And I know my twin flame, he speaks excellent English, he writes good English, but he wouldn't put a dot on the end of the sentence. And people usually type OMW, like on my way. And this was a full sentence with, like, it was correct, and it had a dot at the end. And I typed it exactly like that in the Google, and it turned out to be automatic message from the phone, from the iPhone, that someone will send, they cannot answer the phone. And then it made sense. And people are arguing actually about that on internet, that their phone would text someone in their pocket and send them this message. And I called him immediately, and I told him, oh, okay, so it's possible it was just a mistake. He said, I told you this. And then we had fight, of course. And then he started crying, of course, because he has problems that people don't trust him, that he doesn't like lying, and when someone accuses him of lying, then he becomes very angry. And I realized devil is playing dirty on us. And I apologize. I promise you guys I will read to you from this book soon. I will make a special video just about this book. I promise you I have to answer this because he just came back from the prayer, and I don't want him to think that I am still angry at him or something. This is really hard. This was really hard night for us. Please understand and keep us in your prayers. And I will read from Small Miracles to you. Just to make a separate video right next after this one as addition. Love you guys. Peace be upon you. Beware of devil, and don't let him separate you from your twin. Or if you're already in separation, don't let him make you give up. Okay, never give up. Love you guys. Salam alaikum. Peace be upon you.